get to it with this book. I hear a lot of people downplaying this book.
Word.
Every last one downplaying this book. Never asked this one question. Did the family say it's cat?
She talked about the book that Kim Porter was writing. She said there was a book that Kim was working on, and that unfortunately prior to Kim's death, that's when her computer came up missing.
Son, roll a split or two, do what it do, so me and you be high than the giraffe's ass in the Bronx Zoo. I ain't lying.
Because that's the first people who you ask. Because there's a lot of things that happen during the time when it happened that day that she probably shared that information with her family the day it happened. And they not the ones that took the book down. So ask yourself again, is that book facts or cap?
Word.
That book. I only read page 1. And the opening page tell me whatever information that's in there, they had respect not to alter it. Period. You take it how you want to take it. What's done in the dark gonna come in the light. That's what's happening right now. So if y'all claiming all this stuff Brother Love allegedly did, supposed to be facts, while all of a sudden, this book is capped. When the things that's inside the book coincide with the behavior and the events that done transpired that we seen on fucking video, fucking tape with him and that fucking bitch.
Word.
Her family deserved $30 million before that bitch did. She was dead for the come up. She made a family with that man. Hit the unlike button, stupid motherfuckers. Catch up to reality. Cause if the family ain't take that book down, the fuck make you think it's cap? You the God of knowing what's everything that's going on? Your common sense is so twisted that the lies became the truth and the truth became the lies. That's the world we living in today.
Brought to you by...
This is White Boy running style. Everybody bumping in face blue, bumping in face shampoo. You can get the Bosco, you can get the 100, you can get the bumping on Pyro.
Period. If the family ain't take it down, I stand on that book. Period. Hit the unlike button, and it don't affect me either way. Ain't nothing like giving out false information. That's a fact. If that book coincide with the events that was already transpiring that y'all say is true, why her book not? Or we just nitpicking on what we want to say, what's the truth and what's not. Like you God. Shut the fuck up. Respect what other people went through. Because it can happen to you. Or somebody you knew. And you probably don't believe them too. And then find out 30 years later it's true. When Foxy Brown was talking about, yo, you got signed to Capitol. I got signed to Capitol. Nobody believed that shit. 30 years later, you find out all that shit was a fact.
Word.
Ain't nobody believe it when she said it then. You knew Capitol Records? MC Hammer. Who the fuck is you to be signed to the same label MC Hammer on? Find out years later. is true. Jay-Z never gonna get in trouble with her because she wasn't a minor when she started fucking with him. 1996, she was 18 years old. She born in 78. Beyonce born in 79. He ain't start with her till 2000 something. So he not getting in trouble with her either. Riri born in 79. I know, because I pushed up on the bitch way before he met the bitch. So when she was doing the all night in the studio, already grown.
Word.
In her 20s, acting like a teen. You don't like button. I got the facts. Y'all got the stories. Alright? She was 12 years old in 1991. Alright? So please shut the fuck up. Open your ears and close your mouth for the ones that running their mouth on someone else's life. Sound dumb. Now let's get to the so-called meat of it.
Believed to have happened to Kim Porter, and that Diddy definitely more than likely has something to do with it, is what her family felt.
Shout out to the sweet Messy Spot. Messy Sweet Spot. Over 500,000 subscribers. Doing what she do. Country girl. Know what I mean? Country lady. She gonna pay attention to what's really going on. And who did she get in contact with? One of her family members. Best friend.
She talked about the book that Kim Porter was writing. She said there was a book that Kim was working on, and that unfortunately prior to Kim's death, that's when her computer came up missing.
That went to school with a cousin who suddenly is unalive 5 months after her cousin Kim.
Keenan Porter told me and my girlfriend that sitting at that lunch table that Kim definitely was writing the book, and that her computer came up missing, and she absolutely believed that Diddy had someone to break in and steal it from the house that Kim Porter was staying in. She also talked about and it is so funny because like 4 or 5 months later, Keena passed away. Because like Kim passed away, I want to say in like November of 2018. And then March 2019, Keena passes away. She was real sick, you guys, when she was having this conversation. And she had this conversation with us even to the point where she still was in fear, not for her life, because I believe she knows she was coming close to meeting her untimely demise, but she was still in fear for her children because she left children behind.
And was putting out her own book as well.
At the funeral, I remember my girlfriend, went up there and was speaking, and they gave Keena's honorary diploma and certificate to her children, because she passed away before completing the course. But my best friend went to the school, fought hard for her so they can give her diploma and certificate. And my best friend presented it to her children at her funeral. It was so sad, you guys. But yeah, that's a lot of the story that Keena shared with my best friend and I, that she was very afraid, even after she was gone. That's why she never named names to us. She said it just wasn't safe, that these people had a lot of power, had a lot of, resources to make things happen for people in the industry. So even until her untimely demise, she never named a name outside of Kim Porter and Diddy's.
And said a lot of stuff that was going on between her and I'll Be Sure and all that, and them writing them off as a deadbeat was dead wrong. Bruh Love was straight lining it up. Control freak. He had cameras in her crib. Why? Because it's his house. What, you think she was gonna quit that nigga and go to work? No. And that was a problem. Can't be so-called used to a lifestyle and then be ready to leave a nigga because of whatever control, abuse, whatever story that you have on that man without being able to independently function on your own without that man's help. Because you have a lifestyle, and that lifestyle costed her life. Period. End of story.
Okay.
Right.
More of a
But being afraid for her children, Gigi, her children is still left, you know. And she did share something about Kim's and Al B. Sure's relationship, because people think that Al B. Sure was this deadbeat father, right? But he was not. It was control, it was manipulation, it was a lot of things that was going on behind the scenes too that was preventing Al from having that father-son relationship with Quincy. So that light should not be shed when people really don't know the back end of the story. So Al and I met in Vegas. And we became real cool. Al would hear me sing at this place in Vegas, and he himself asked me to be his background, one of his background singers, because he was getting ready to go on tour with Salt and Pepper when they was doing in Vegas. They was doing that tribute to the 80s and 90s era of hip hop, and he was on that hip hop and R&B show where Salt and Pepper was the headliners. And of course I said yes, and it was during that time that that's me and Al there, yeah. And matter of fact, that's the night he asked me. He heard me sing and asked me to be a background singer, and I was so excited, and we've been cool ever since. And unfortunately, as things would happen, he never got to do that tour with Salt and Pepper because he became sick. He got mysteriously sick as well. And everybody see how his struggle has been to come back from his illness, and that's his story to tell. But you know, it was just a coincidence, I think, that he suddenly got sick during that whole time, especially you know, the way he grieved for Kim Porter after her passing, and even his deep down thoughts and belief of what truly happened to Kim. You know, I believe that with his documentary that's about to come out, of his life, he's gonna tell that story. But Al is one of the coolest guys ever, you guys. He's one of the sweetest, coolest guys. And actually, he took that picture of us because it was my phone, but it was a new phone and I didn't know how to work it.
Real common sense to show you that she was using what she had on Brother Love as a bargaining chip. And that's why she kept getting what she wanted till the day she left this motherfucker.
Brought to you by
Jonathan, do you need some of this baba chicken? Come on, girl. I'll get some of this baba. I want y'all to get some baba, and you get some baba. On 5-5 crib.
Sad. How we so out the loop with basic shit. And passed away from then, and the same thing she passed away from. And when she passed away, Cuzzo was already sick. Sad. Got me asking more questions about you, man. Bro, love, man. Damn, you was that much of a sucker for love? that you had that much running through your head to want to control it? Yeah, absolutely. I seen niggas on the block do that and thought that it was so cool. And I ain't talking about my block, I'm just saying the neighborhood. You did? To where, if you didn't do that, people thought you was moving like a sucker, but then you had a mixture. Because you had other people that thought they were players. Yeah, that nigga's a sucker for love. What do you mean? You did? Wow. That nigga knows she a thot. Fuck you running around chasing behind her, knowing she fucking the whole hood. See, this is a little different. Because she just wanted to keep it moving from a nigga that was controlling her. And then when you go and move on with somebody else, go and say you messing with such and such and such and such, and try to defame all that when the women got a right to move on with their life. Problem is, a lot of times women go on moving on with their life with affiliations. I mean, same thing happened with her. You dig? It went from Mesa to Kim to Sarah. You dig? Just like how she went from Albie Shore to him. You dig? It's deep, man. But all that stuff happens. Because it happens on the block. So don't act like it doesn't happen in Hollywood. Music, cooking, tattoo crew, you name it. Stuff like that is happening everywhere in our communities. You dig? We don't talk about the next person's communities because it's not our communities.
Word.
Find out they probably going through the same thing and just keep it more hidden. Well, as soon as something happened with us, we put it right out here. Put it on blast. Gotta put it on Front Street. Gotta say I got the exclusive. I got the new shit. But y'all just keep that in mind. If the family didn't say it's cat, who the fuck is you to say it is? Hit the unlike button, lost motherfuckers. I wonder why she was lost for words. Well, even though it's just simply lost words, would have had a lot of people lost for words, because they didn't know what to say or think. And in the first page, it has a credit. So out of all people in the industry, you know she's gonna have Al B. But how you had Jamie Foxx name in it?
Word.
And then them same two individuals went through something recently. You know, Chris Todd, if you didn't alter not one single word in here, then I respect it. If you alter any word, then that's what makes room for people to believe that this is cap. It's like changing one word in a good book. One word changes the whole sentence. And why you got 100 and something different versions, 300 something different versions of this good book, none of this is in the original language. Therefore, everything is what we think the original good book says in every other good book. Wait till them original scripts come out in her handwriting. And we gonna say that's cap too, and see if it matches what's going on in that book, because that's what's gonna come up next.
Everybody doing their ones and twos. Make better plans, make better moves. Spread love to your family, your crew, your boo. The truth is the only thing I'm attracted to. Now jump out!